Hello, beautiful people. Hello. 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 First, let's just lay on our back real quick and do a little bit of twisting, some active twisting. If you have a block, grab it. If you don't have a block, grab a piece of paper or your water bottle or something, put it between your legs, bring your knees to your chest, and then just make some big circles with your knees up on the ceiling. Some of you might have already done a little bit of the prelim warm-up, but if not, then this will feel good. And go the other way with your knees. And then just take your arms out to the side and bring your legs over to one side and then the other. Do that 10 times each side. Whew. Sometimes in the morning, first thing, like I do some of these like twists and stuff, and I get like maybe like 6 to 8 different places in my spine pop. It feels so good. Ay, ay, ay. And keep going. Make sure to hold your block or whatever you have between your knees. Let's do just a few more on each side, turning on our core and also starting to warm up into our back muscles a little bit. Get a little stretch. Last one. And then take away your block and just give yourself a little spinal twist stretch that's a little more passive, and just take a moment. Maybe take your hand to your back and rub it, massage into your along the sides of your vertebrae, whatever kind of version of the twist that you do, and go to the other side. Maybe your knees are together, or maybe your bottom leg is straight. Depending on if you've had your coffee or not, it might be different. I had my Earl Grey. How's that feel? Good. Let's take a little rock and rolling forward and back, making your spine really, really round. So again, this is kind of like the massage pre-workout. So the more you can round your spine, the more soft and smooth the roll is going to be, and also you'll be able to feel it like as a massage along the sides of your spine. And let's take it forward into a easy butterfly and back into a tuck, and do that 3 more times. Forward, lengthen your spine. Nice and easy. Don't push, don't force anything. We're just starting to wake up the muscles. Last one here. Good. Now rolling it back and come forward into a froggy with your knees apart and your feet turned out. And then take it into a forward fold. So push your hips up towards the sky. And just take your elbows, bend your knees a whole lot so that your thighs, your rib cage and your thighs are actually touching. And if you had something there, you could smush against it, like you're holding a penny between your ribs and your thighs. So bend your knees quite a bit here. And then hold your elbows and rock side to side. Take a couple deep breaths. Some of you it might be nighttime, and some of you it might be morning, and whatever time of day it is, wherever you've just come from, your sleep or your day, then just kind of take a deep breath into who you are right now in this moment, and then exhale out everything that isn't going to serve you and being in your body in this next hour. And then inhale here, bend your knees more, and exhale, roll up one vertebrae at a time to standing. At the top, just lift your heels and then lift your toes. Lift your heels and then lift your toes. Just turn on your legs a little bit. Bend your knees, drop your chin, roll down to a forward fold again. When you get there, bend and straighten your knees a few times. So lift your heels, stretch your toes, and then press your heels down, lift your sitting bones up. Lift your heels, stretch your toes, press your heels down, lift your sitting bones up. It doesn't matter if your knees straighten here. You're thinking about pressing your heels down and lifting your sitting bones up, and then actually lengthening your lower back. So you're not letting your back round too much. Let's do that one more time. Come back into your forward fold. Bring your hands onto your thighs just above your knees and lengthen your spine forward. Stick your butt out. Come forward into a forward fold. Walk your feet nice and wide, toes forward, and then just take your hips side to side. You can bend and straighten a little bit. We're trying to warm a little bit up into the groin for our kicks, okay? For our side kicks. So just shake your hips side to side a little bit, stretch into that, get a nice little active reach into it. Stick your butt out, reach your heels down, and then turn your toes out and your heels in and bend your knees a little bit here and come up into this kind of horse squat. And take one shoulder forward and the other shoulder forward. And straighten on up. Open your legs a little wider and then bend into your right knee. Bring your left heel up, right? So we're up high here in our kind of like a high spider lunge. Toes up, knee up of the left straight leg, and kind of lean into that. So I feel a lot of stretch through my inner thigh, kind of pancake area. And then come up and go to the other side. Bend the left knee, right toes up towards the sky, right knee up towards the sky. Stretch into your right hamstring groin area. Woo! Come back to the middle and stand up. All right, we're gonna go into our kicks. So first let's warm it up. Arms lift up and pull it down into our nice strong brazos T-Rex. Elbows into the side, shoulders down, elbows in line with our body. Up and down. At the same time, we lift the knees up. Let's point the toes. So as the elbows come in, the knee comes up. So we're lifting everything long, like a handstand, and pulling everything in, like initiating an inversion, right? So this is aerial work. Same thing here. Now the elbows come out and the knee goes up and out in front of the shoulder. So the knee is reaching in front of the shoulder. All right, so there's that warm up. The second version is with straight knees, straight elbows, so arms are up, and then you slice down as you kick your legs straight in front of you. And this one, if you want, you can flex your feet or point. All right, and then the same thing out to the sides, pressing the arms out and kicking out to the sides. All right, so these kicks are gonna be our little cardio warm-up. We're gonna do it to a song, my favorite song. This is like old school, guys, with Rupa and the April Fishes from San Francisco. Okay, it's on. Ready? We're gonna do knees forward. Here we go. Now knees to the side, elbows to the side. Point the toes. Reach all the way up. Your arms. Elbows straight, elbows bent. Let's go forward again. Knees. 5, 6. Now we kick straight elbows and legs. Knees to the side. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now kick to the side. Straight elbows. Straight knees. Knees forward. 5, 6, 7,
en dehors de ces barrières un peu superficielles, un peu vides.
Last one, here we go.
Ouais, non, je pense que nous avons beaucoup de choses en commun. Petites, bon voilà.
Legs together, hollow body jumps, feet together, go forward, and back, ribs in, tuck the pelvis, arms up, go forward, go back, alright, bend the knees, swing the arms forward, jump if you want. And back. Arms back. You don't want to jump, just lift.
À la fin, on se retrouve, nous avons tous les mêmes motivations. Nous avons
Okay, here we go. Arms forward. Swing it back. Jump. Land. Swing it back. Jump. Land. Swing it back. Jump. Root through those feet.
de parler.
Go until the end of the song. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Avec ton cœur, et demain matin, tu souris.
Yeah, I feel great. Yes. Give yourself a quick drink of water. We're gonna go into one set of 30-second fast feet, and then we're gonna go down to the floor and slow it down a little bit before we go back up. Okay, here you go. Just medium speed. Work it out. Relax your shoulders. Okay, ready for fast feet? Let's just do a little side to side. Side, middle, side, middle. You got it. Get ready. Fast feet. Go. Faster. Light on your feet. Keep it light. Lift your core. Relax your shoulders. Keep going. Faster. Woo! You got it. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, faster. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my God. Who's your hero? Who's your hero? Oh my God. You, be your own hero, dude. You're the one that gets yourself up in the morning. You're the one that gets yourself here. Okay, here we go. Lay onto your back, roll it out. Taking those bicycle twists that are my favorites. If you know me by now, you know I'm into these. So just take a nice neutral, crunch it up a few times here. If you need to bring your feet on the floor, you can do that. Otherwise, bring your knees together, point your toes. And now start to take one knee straight and one knee bend. Really, really straighten and point the toes of the straight leg and twist. Focusing first slowly on the extension of the legs. We just worked the legs a lot with just fast, small movements. Although the kicks weren't too small, were they? And now we're really getting precise through the midline, sliding the inner legs along each other, pointing the big toe touching the inside of the straight leg. Now starting to add the butt lift. Knees together. Curl the butt up and then twist. Knees together. Curl the butt up and twist. Precise. Don't go fast, guys. Go slow and precise. The difference between just a regular workout and a Circus Fit workout is that Circus Fit, we're thinking about how every single move that we make can support our acrobatics and aerial practice. It's not just arbitrary movement to burn calories or to lean out or look a certain way. It's exercises that are going to make all of our skills easier and better for our bodies. So remember, stay connected in, observe your body, Get more intelligence in your body now while you're home and you have this time and you don't have distractions with your apparatus and all those other things. I don't know how many we've done. Let's do one more on each side. And then come with your left elbow to the outside of the right leg. Right shoulder blades on the floor. Now lift it up 10 times for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Point the toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go to the other side. Left shoulder blade on the floor. Now lift it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now really slice through 10 more. 10, 9 without the booty lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay onto your back. Bring your hands next to your booty or your robot arms. And let's do 20 little butt curls. So lower back curls. Squeeze the legs together, point the toes, knees together, and then lift it up for 20. 19. Soft landing. Roll it down. 18. 17. 16. 15. 14. Soft landing. 13. No plopping. 12. 11, squeeze the legs together, point the toes, ankles together. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, no plopping, you got this. 3, 2, 1. Let's take the right knee to the chest, extend the left leg out. First, put the left leg on the floor and find a nice long line, especially through the groin area, straightening through the left leg, point both toes. And now straighten your right leg, lift it up, lift your left leg, hover, reach your nose towards your knees. Now hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both knees to your chest, bring it in. Extend the right leg on the floor, pull the left knee into your chest. Really push that right leg slightly down into the floor to feel an extension through the front of your right hip. Point both toes. Now straighten through your left leg, lift your right leg, hover off the floor, bring your nose towards your knee, and reach and hold for 10, 9, both legs are active, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike, legs up towards the sky. Hands next to the hips or right under the hips if you want. And we're going to do 10 on each side, scissored legs. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs up towards the sky, pike position. Toes pointed or flexed. I know you can't see mine. And now lift your booty 10 times. 1, 2, soft landing. 3, 4, just gently touch towards the floor, don't drop. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring your butt down, flex your toes, reach for your feet 10 times for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold on to your legs, lift your booty, lift your shoulders. Point your toes, squeeze everything up towards the sky, spiraling the legs towards each other. If you can, release the hands and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hollow body, low back on the floor, low ribs on the floor. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees into the chest, take 5 seconds, and then we're going to do 10 tuck-ups from hollow body to sitting up in a tuck. Here we go. Hollow body, and go for 10, 9. You can use your hands to help you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Open your legs into a butterfly, stretch it forward, and give yourself a little sexy stretch. Yeah, real nice big circles with the lower spine. And now come into a tuck position. Squeeze, hold on to your legs and squeeze your heels into your butt as close as you can. So you're making this position teeny, teeny, tiny. Everything's squished in like a little baby in its womb, you know, like all like, it's so tiny, I'm all squished together. Bring your heels closer to your butt, maybe even bring your butt closer to your heels. And now see if you can hold this position, reaching your arms out. My back is a little rounded, that's all right. Try to straighten everything. Now squeeze your legs together, try and hold it. All right, that's the position we're gonna try to go to when we stand up from our rolls. So tuck roll, and then come into that position. And the closer your feet are to your butt, the easier it's gonna be for you to stand up from that position. So try that a few times. And then stand on up and roll on back. If that's not gonna happen for you, you can keep rolling, or you can open your feet, open your knees, and reach your arms in between for your froggy, and you can stand up or not, okay? We're gonna do 10 rolls to stand. Those of you who've been doing this, and those of you who have a candlestick, if you wanna roll back and lift your hips and your toes up for a candlestick, you can do that. I'm not responsible for your neck. You are responsible for your neck. So if you don't know what you're doing, just do the tuck roll. Okay, here we go for 10. Here we go for 10. And up. 9. Up. 8. Up. 7. Up. 6. Up. 5. Up. 4. Up. Try to keep your feet together if they're together. 3. I'm talking to myself. Up. Last 2. Up. Last 1. Woo! Stay standing. Take a quick sip of water. How we doing? All right, let's just do a quick little set of horse stance squats. So bring your feet wide and your toes out to the sides. Sorry, 45 degrees out. Bending and straightening for 15, 14, 13. Externally rotating. Pelvis comes forward. Spine is flat. Don't lean forward. Let's do 10. 9. Externally rotating. Trying to bring the inner thighs forward. Knees back. 6. For 5. 4. 3. 2. Stay down here. Pop the right heel. And kind of press out. Press out. Press out. For 3, 2, 1. And bring that heel down. Pop the left heel up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Knees out. 4. Pelvis forward and externally rotating. Good. Pop the right heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, down. Pop the left heel for 5, 4, 3, 2, down. Now just alternate. Right and down. Left and down. Right and down. Left and down. Right, down, left, down. Right, down, left. For 3 more each side. And left. 2 more each side. And last one. Here we go. And right and left. Hold it out for 10, 9, knees out, hips forward, back straight and flat behind you. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it on up. Ooh, toes come forward and take a forward fold. Wide leg forward fold. So why are these exercises important for aerialists? We want strength in on our legs. If you look on Instagram today, I posted a balancing splits exercise that I've been working on the silks. And so some of those things were the strengthening of the end range mobility, the strengthening of the active mobility of our legs is going to help our flexibility moves, and it's going to help our dynamics and our momentum and all of the things that we're doing in the air. It's going to help us to get more flexible too. Alrighty, come down onto your hands and knees. Warm up the wrists. Thumbs nice and flat, wide fingers. Make circles around the wrists. Elbows are straight and reaching in towards each other, externally rotated shoulders. Go the other direction. And lift your palms 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Turn your fingers back towards your knees and take a little rounding or a little disco kitty with the spine. Maybe you want to actually turn and look at your butt. Feel out the places in your body that need a little bit of extra reach, sexy stretching, mobility. Sit back onto your heels. Push your hips up for 10. Just your hips. 9. So just your pelvis using your butt. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and hold. So just your butt is squeezing. Your ribs aren't arched right now. Just your hips are lifting up to get a thigh stretch for 3, 2, 1. Sit it on down. Downward facing dog. Reach it out nice and long. Shoulder shrugs up and down for 10. 9. Shoulder blades gliding along the back of the ribs. Elbows are straight. External rotate through the shoulders. So elbows reach into the midline for 3, 2, 1. Lengthen your spine longer. Reach your sitting bones up higher. Lift your heels. Come forward to plank. Back to downward dog for 5. To plank. Downward dog for 4. For plank. Downward dog for 3. Plank. Downward dog for 2. Plank. Downward dog for 1. Plank. Round your shoulders. Round your upper back. Flatten your upper back for 1. Round and flatten for 2. Round and flatten for 3. Elbows reach to the midline. 4. Round, flat. 5. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your elbows all the way down to the floor. Squeeze your butt. Push your hips push your pubic bone into the floor, and extend your legs long. Point your toes. Lift for 5 up to upper cobra. For 4, 3. Push your pubic bone into the floor. Lift your belly. 2, 1. Stevie Wonder your neck at the top. Kick your legs right, left, keeping your pelvic bone on the floor, pushing your pubic bone into the floor. Arms reach forward. Everything lifts for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And push it on back. Woo! Stretch it out. Roll the shoulders back. We're going to do 10 push-ups. If you do a different number than 10, you do the number you do. I'm just saying 10 because it's a good number. I like it. Like the old number. I also like the number 9. I like many numbers, but 10 is the number that I'm saying today. So knees up or down. Remember your Brazos T-Rex. So elbows come into your sides. And this is the position of your lower push-up. It's not this. It's not this. It's not this. Elbows in to the sides, shoulders are down, hands are in front of you, ribs are pulling back, okay? So we're going for that. If you go halfway there only to here, that's also fine as long as you're keeping a good form. Enough rest. Here we go. 10 push-ups. Push it back to downward dog when you're done. We're not gonna rest yet. Stretch those shoulders out. Bring the knees down. Pump the hips forward for 5, 4, just the pelvis. 3, 2, 1. Lift it on up. Stretch and open your back. Rotate your shoulders back. Push your pelvis more forward for 3. Reach your knees towards each other. 2, 1. Come all the way forward. Come down onto your belly. Knees and legs together. Right? Push the pubic bone into the floor. Straighten your left leg. Bend your right knee in. Knees squeeze together. Push the pubic bone into the floor. Engage the butt. Now lift the bent knee 10 times. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten that leg, bend the other leg. First, squeeze the legs together. Push the pubic bone into the floor, so engage the butt. Pull the belly away, so hollow body hold here. Now bend the other knee. Squeeze the heel into the butt. Squeeze the knees together. Push the pubic bone into the floor. Lift the belly and lift that bent knee for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push it on back. Now we're going for wide arm push-ups. So hands are nice and wide, elbows come out to the sides. For 10, here we go. Those arms have rested. For 10, here we go. Oh, I forgot to say, so with these wide arm push-ups, try to reach your chest, your sternum, or your nipples towards the floor, but not your face, not your ribs, and not your belly. So try not to look down, look a little bit in front of you, bringing your chest, your nipple line, boobs towards the floor, but not any other part, okay? So here we go. So what are we doing there when we're bringing our chest towards the floor? We're doing an active chest opener, right? So if we're bringing our belly and ribs towards the floor, we're arching our middle backs in order to get down. If we're bringing our head towards the floor, we're rounding our face towards the ground and keeping our chest kind of in, right? So we walk around like this bodybuilder, weird, curled forward. But these wide arm push-ups are an active chest opener. So we're strengthening the muscles that support an open chest. Not an arched chest, but an open chest as opposed to a rounded and closed chest. Okay, moving on. We're gonna do another set of fast feet. Just 30 seconds. Okay, take it slow. Ready for anything that comes in our life. Let's do it. Take your legs wide. Okay, ready? Go. You got it, you got it, you got it. Halfway there. We gotta be ready for everything, guys. We gotta be ready for everything. Nice wide feet, toes out to the sides, bending and straightening for 10, 9, 8, feel a wobble, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it down here. Bring your hands to the front, push hands and legs into each other. Now bring the hands to the back, hands and legs into each other. Now take your arms out to the side, make happy faces with your pelvis. So big smile, down and up, down and up. In fact, if you take your hands to your hips, you can start to feel one hip lift up and the other. So your knees are still actively reaching out and back. For 3, 2, 1. Good, straighten your legs, point your toes forward, take a wide leg forward fold. Now point your toes out again and come into some spider lunges. I don't care if you point or flex the straight leg as long as you're externally rotated here. So your sitting bone is reaching to the floor behind you. Let's do 10 shifts. You can use your hands or not. Here we go. For 10, 9, really actively externally rotating the legs. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Come down onto your hands and knees nice and carefully. We're going to do some donkey kicks. So if you're not into donkey kicks for your wrists or for whatever reason, you can go into an elbow plank and hold it there. You can bring one hip down and the other hip down, or you can bring your knee into your elbow. One knee and then the other knee, like a mountain climber type thing, but slowly. All right, and if you're doing donkey kicks, we're going to do 10. You can do donkey kicks in a tuck or in a froggy. So I'll show really quick. So we go from a downward dog-ish. I'm going to start first in the tuck. My shoulders are nice and extended. I don't want to start here. I want to start with my shoulders nice and long. Bend my knees and then kick my butt, kick my heels up to my butt and lift my hips up high. If that feels scary to you, just kick your butt but keep your hips low. It's going to be the same amount of work. If you want to do it a little bit easier, is you can start in your froggy, bringing your knees out to your shoulders, and then lift your knees, lift up with your knees to your shoulders in this kind of froggy position. Okay, here we go. Let's do 10. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, sit on your butt. Bring your knees up to your, chest. Sit in a tiny little ball again. A little happy baby, a little fetus baby. Now bring your feet a little bit further out, karate chop under your knees, lift on up, and we'll take our active rounding and flattening of the back. So hands to the knees, stretch the elbows long. Now bring the lower back down and lift it up. Only tiny movement for 10, 9, 8, 7, feet flat on the floor, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay onto your back. Legs pike up to the sky. Point the toes and lift the booty for 10. We already did this. 9. We're doing it again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees, bend the knees. Bring the heels to the butt. Knees in and bring your elbows to the floor or your arms straight and lift up into sweat balls, lifting your knees to your forehead and then slowly rolling down for 10. Lifting up, slowly rolling down for 9. Lifting up, slowly rolling down for 8. Lifting up, roll down. 7, use your arms to help you on the floor. Roll down. 6, shoulders down, away from the ears. Roll down. For 5, lifting it up. Roll down. Lifting it up. Rolling down. 3 more, you got this. Lifting it up. Rolling it down. 2 more. Lifting up. Rolling it down. Last one. If you ask me, this is one of the single most important exercises for inversions in the air. So when you want to work on your inversion, if you want to work on your inversion, do more of these. If this is hard for you, that's probably why. So it's the abs part of the inversion with a little bit of help from the arms. And if we can get our booties up over our heads without doing much with our arms, then when we add our arms, it's going to be a lot easier. Okay, so let's just do a couple little active twists, and then we're going to do our rolls and stand up again. So either your candlestick or your tuck roll to stand up. We're almost done with this part, and then we're going to go do a little bit of aerial conditioning and stretching. Okay, we're just going to do 10, just like we did before. You got it. It's Fun Friday, remember? Okay, remember, you can go tuck or this way. If you would rather just do some rolls and some active reaches in a pike or a butterfly or a straddle, you can do that. instead of standing up. Excuse me. Here we go. For 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Oop, oop. Get a sip of water. All right. Where are we? I think we're gonna do one more cray-cray thing before we do some hanging on the bar and some dips. So just like usual, the aerial conditioning today will be some shrugs, some pull-ups, some Brasso's T-Rex, and dips. And we're not gonna do any inversions because it's just not safe to do on the majority of your pull-up bars. But we're gonna do 1 minute of burpees, and you can go really, really slow. So maybe you do only 5 in that 1 minute and you're focusing on form, or maybe you're gonna do about 10. And yeah, there you go. We're gonna do 10 burpees. This is so good for you. When you get back to your skills, your body's gonna thank you for this. So just like say this is the medicine you're taking, this is the homework you're doing, and get through it and like try to feed off my energy because I actually like this stuff. Should we do it to the Bulgarian dance? Ah! Okay, let's do it. Ready, go. Blast out your living room. Yay, you did it. So laying on your back, we're gonna do alternate leg V-ups. What that is, arms over the head, legs straight. Roll up. When you get over kind of the hump, lift one leg and stretch towards that leg. Roll down. Roll up and lift. And we're gonna do alternate leg V-ups all the way through to this song. Here we go. Ah! Okay, ready, go. Whee! Life. I have energy. I'm grateful. I'm not even tired. I feel great. I'm alive. I love you. Nicely done. I hope it was nicely done. You didn't just sit there eating Oreos and watching. Yay! Good job. Okay, if you have your pull-up bar, grab that now. We're gonna do our shrug series. So remember, our shrug series is knees together, pelvic is tucked, pelvis is tucked, ribs are in, right? So if you don't have a bar, practice that right now on the floor. Or if you do have a bar, practice that right now on the floor. These are important things. Even if you've done this before, do this with me now. Knees together, push your pubic bone into the floor, lift your ribs, round your back, so hollow your back. Now push your pubic bone into the floor, knees together, and now push your knee, lift your knees slightly off the floor, but push your pubic bone in and pull your ribs away, right? So do you feel all of that work happening in order to keep your body nice and straight? That's what we're doing. Okay, so our knees are bent in, then our knees are tucked to our chest, but hips are still low for the second set of 10, and then we straighten our body and we do one hip forward and then the other, and then we'll finish with our 7 shrugs. We're gonna take a quick little break before our 7s. Okay, here we go. Hold your bar. Woo! Knees bent, knees towards the ground, tuck the pelvis, pull the ribs in, and shrug for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees to your chest, knees together, toes pointed for 10, shrugs, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hollow body, right hip forward, left, right, left. Hold those shoulders nice and strong, right, left, for 5, 4, left, 3, left, 2, left, 1, left. Come on down, shake it out. We'll do one set of 7 shrugs on the floor. Find your hollow body, arms over your head, ribs down towards the floor as you push your arms down. 1, 2, 3, nothing else moves. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you don't have a pull-up bar, do that again. 2 more sets of that in the next minute. If you have a pull-up bar, do that with your pull-up bar. So you're just moving your arms down. At the same time, you're pulling more into a hollow body to resist the urge to arch. Whoop. Here we go. Hollow body and push for 10, 9, 7, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, you'll thank me later when you get back to your silks and you're working on egg beaters. Your 7s will be super helpful for this. Okay, take a little break from there. Sit onto your butt. We're going to do some active pikes and knee straighteners. So bring your hands behind you for a kickstand. Flex your feet, straighten your legs all the way. And now arch your pelvis. So tipping your pelvis forward by thinking of arching back, sitting more up on your sitting bones, and then rounding. Arch and round. Arch. So this is just your pelvis, right? You're moving your pelvis. Now arch. Now sit up tall. Flex your feet. Straighten your knees 10 times for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Straighten all the way and point your toes and flex. Keep your knees straight. Point and flex. Point. Try to keep your ankles together as much as you can. Point. Knees are straight. Flex. Sitting up tall. Point and flex. Checking in. You're sitting up tall. Knees are straight. Point and flex. 4 more. Point. Knees are straight. Sitting up tall. Ankles are together. Point and flex. Point and flex. 2 more. Point and flex. Point. Hold it here. Reach your arms up and come forward into a reach. Actually, let's flex the feet here to get a deeper stretch into backs of our legs and lengthening through your spine. If you're sitting on a block, that's great. Round your spine here and roll up to a sitting. And now let's do some leg lifts. So point your toes and straighten your knees all the way. Bring your hand. Let's bring your hands in front of you here. Fingers down. Now the right leg is going to lift 10 times. Straighten that knee all the way. So you cannot lift your leg starting with a bent knee. You have to lift your leg starting with a straight knee. So imagine that your calf is the only thing touching the floor, and you're going to lift it, and calf is the only thing that's going to touch the floor. Your heel will never touch, ideally. So lift 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold, lift it up, externally rotate, internally rotate for 10, 9, 8, straight the knee, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it on down, shake it out. Other leg, sitting up nice and tall, arms forward. If you need to give a little kickstand back, you can, if that helps you hold everything else nice and straight. Straighten both knees, point both toes. The left leg is gonna lift. Think of that calf on the floor, hitting the floor for lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold up, external, internal. 1, external, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And bring it down, shake it out. Okay, our arms have gotten enough of a break. Let's do our pull-ups, one set of pull-ups here. So one set means whatever your goal is, how many pull-ups do you want to be able to do? Do that many. So however many breaks you need to take in order to get that many done, do that. There's lots of different ways to be able to like make fitness gains with pull-ups. I'm not really doing that right now in our classes. We're not focusing on pull-ups fitness gains because it's not that important, I don't think, for aerial. It's an extra and it's fun, but we're just keeping it a little bit casual here also because I can't see you, all right? So do your one set of pull-ups. If you don't have a bar, do any of the exercises we just did. You got it, you got it, you got it. Woo, that was not easy. Okay. Should we do the happy dance? Happy dance. Sit on down. Okay, here we go. Do another active, we're doing an active pike this time. So we've warmed that up. Let's flex the feet and reach forward real quick. Okay, now sit in your pike. Lift your arms up, point your toes, straighten your knees, lift everything long. Think of arching your back. Sit up taller, straighten your knees, point your toes, reaching actively forward. Arms stay behind the ears for 30 seconds here, okay? Reaching, the legs are straight, the spine is reaching long, active reach. We're trying to fold ourselves in half from the hips. We're already 10 seconds in. Here we go, keep reaching long. Arms lift behind your ear, so working the backs of the shoulders, lengthening your spine more, reaching further. Folding from the hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was hard. Okay, let's do dips. And then a Brazos T-Rex, okay? So grab a chair for your dips. This will feel good on our shoulders, opening through the fronts of your shoulders. Bring your fingers off the chair, step forward, find a plank position. So use that booty, push your hips up, nice straight body. Elbows bend towards each other, so they're making two parallel lines as they bend. For a 1, we're gonna do 20. 2, 3, so sit your butt down in pike as you go down and push up into a plank. 4, 5, 6, plank at the top, sit at the bottom. 6, 7, 8, 9, halfway there. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Whoop, whoop, you did it. Keep your chair here underneath your pull-up bar. We're gonna go right into our Brazos T-Rex. Our Brazos T-Rex. So that means we're holding our elbows into our sides, our shoulders down, our ribs in. And you can do anything you want with your legs. So you can stand up on your chair and get into position with your arms, or you can do a pull-up to get in there. Here we go. 20 seconds. It's not very long, but it's long. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. See? 20 seconds. Take a sip of water. Let's come down and do one more thing on the floor, and then do our last aerial exercise. So have you ever been in an aerial class where like a ballerina comes in and like can do everything perfectly, even though she can't even hold, like pull? So that's why all of these things are important. If we can get all of our body going, we don't need to do that many pull exercises. I mean, if you were here with me in a class, we'd be doing a little more than this, but this is what we're doing today. So with that said, we're going to do 20 seconds of dancing legs. Speaking of ballerina, and let's do pretty ballerina dancing legs. Here we go, 20 seconds. Remember, the only rule is that you're leading with your legs. You can lay down, you can sit up, you can roll over onto your belly or onto your side, but your legs are the things that you're focusing on. Okay, let's go. Pretty ballerina. It doesn't matter if you look like one, you're just pretending, right? You're moving, kind of mimicking the work of a ballerina. What does that look like to you? Does it feel familiar? Or does it feel like weird, like not really you? Teeny, I wonder if Teeny is here. Teeny is here, was here with Sauve. I bet Teeny would really feel like she's thriving in this ballet world. I'm a ballerina. Look at me, I'm a ballerina. Okay, how is that? Fun? Right? So it's an exercise. Even if you're like, I feel funny, I'm not a ballerina, I'll never be one. Well, it's still a good exercise for your legs. Let's hang from our bar with straight arms and lift our knees to our chest 10 times. If you don't have a bar, you're going to do it here. Arms can be over your head holding onto something or by your hips, and you're just gonna lift your knees to your chest and straighten out all the way. Squeeze everything tight. Lift and squeeze. Okay? You can, if you're laying on the floor, do 20 of them. If you're doing it on a bar, do 10. Your choice. Here we go. All it is, knees are, elbows are straight, externally rotated the shoulders, and lift for 10, 9, 8, nice and slow, 7, nice and controlled, no thrusting, 6, 5, 4, it's a lot of abs, right? 3, 2, 1, hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. So when I do this one, without the inversion, just the knee, the lower body lifting, I feel it in my abs. When I do the inversion, where I go all the way upside down, I feel it more in my shoulders and arms. So this is a great exercise for your abs, right? Aww. Okay, that was it. Let's do a quick stretch to work it out, to roll it out. Actually, let's do a little like oozy-goozy sexy minute. Let's come onto our knees, or you can stand up and just bringing your shoulders around. Don't worry about what it looks like. You might look awkward, but just thinking about your shoulders moving in circles and letting that affect your ribs. You can even touch catch yourself. You're like, oh, I'm tight right here. I'm gonna rub into my pectoralis muscle here as I do it and liberate the movement, right? And move your shoulder. That feels really good to me. Right under the pec right here feels really good. I'm not touching my boobs. I'm massaging my pecs. And then you might take that into your arms. How does that affect your neck? How does that affect your chest? Right? Can you use your arm movement to open your chest and your neck more? Nothing is sagging here. Things are just reaching in this kind of like stretching, oozing, gumpy kind of way, right? Now let's bring it down into our lower body. Lay onto your back. Take your feet on the floor somewhere, I don't care where they are, and just make like circles. Make circles on the floor with your pelvis. Kind of like you're like humping something. Oh yeah. And you can feel it through your whole spine. Now take your feet nice and wide and bring one knee forward and the other. We've done this before. And really let that open through that front of that leg. Maybe you're gonna lift up a little bit more. And like you're kind of yawning, like, oh, like a kitty cat that just woke up and you're like, I gotta stretch everything. And let it be kind of goofy or silly. Let it be sexy if that feels good. Reach long. Reach long. And let's take the left leg to the floor and the right leg up and just take some circles around with that leg. Don't worry about perfection. Just think about like kind of juicing up into that right leg. And go the other way. Bring your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg long and get a nice stretch. Actually, let's bring our right knee out to the side near our armpit and get a stretch this way and open into your left leg. Ooh. I know our hour's gone, so I might lose some of you to work, but if you're gonna stay, we'll stretch for another couple minutes. And let's take your leg under your arm like this, and then work on straightening your knee and bending. Maybe even take your hand and like kind of shake out your groin, squeeze it out a little bit, and then release that. Oh, shake it out. Bring your right foot to the floor or whatever leg that was, and your other leg just takes big circles in one direction. You can point or flex or a little of both. And go the other way. And then bring that knee into your chest, extend the right leg, and bring that knee over to the left armpit, so opening up. I feel this through lots of places in my body, as long as it feels like a juicy, good kind of achy stretch. That's good. Extend your extended leg all the way down to get a little bit more leverage into the stretch, and then take your arm underneath your leg and straighten and bend that knee. Let's take both legs up into a happy baby. Hold on to the bottoms of your feet and kind of like dance it around. Dance it around while the Gas de Oaxaca truck goes by. Gas de Oaxaca. Now take the bottoms of your feet together. Hold on to your feet and then lift your butt a little bit to bring your knees like towards your armpits. So you're rounding and stretching into your lower spine, and then let your butt come down to the floor. Just let your knee, push one knee away from you and the other knee away from you. And play with that a little bit, kind of lifting your butt, going into more of this kind of like upside down turtle position, speaking of turtles, and then butt down and kind of rock it out. Taking little figure eights with my hips, that feels good. And do that one more time, lift it on up. And down. Figure eights if that feels good to you. And then finally come up onto your elbows here. Bring your feet flat. And lift your chest and push your shoulders back. Lift your chest up. Roll over onto your belly, or sorry, roll onto your hands and knees. And let's do a big stretch through our left shoulder. So elbow in, palm up, and pull, like trying to peel your upper arm and your outer armpit onto the floor as you lift your hips up and over to the right. Nice C curve here. Go the other way. Left elbow, right elbow, right palm up, right armpit towards the floor. Bring your hips over to the left, making kind of a long C shape, curve shape with the body. You should be feeling the stretch under your left armpit lat area. And let's bring both arms forward. Bring your chest to the floor. Let your back arch if that feels good. And then hollow your back, keeping your armpits to the floor. And do a couple nice and slow. Arch and hollow. And slowly come up out of that. Right leg over left, and we'll finish with a little spinal twist. So right foot is over the left, and take your left elbow to your right knee. So you're twisting towards your top knee. Other hand behind you, and take a little twist. And here, just kind of let your head shake no really slowly, and feel your whole back twisting and your muscles getting a nice stretch. Take 3 deep breaths into your belly. And feel how your muscles, your bones, and all your organs inside are receiving information from this twist. Try to deepen your breath on this last one. And then come to the middle and bring the other leg, left leg over the right, left foot flat on the floor, right elbow to the outside of the left knee, left hand behind you. So you're twisting towards your top leg, and then lift up taller as you twist. Make sure your neck isn't tight. Take 3 or 4 deep breaths here, and again, tuning in, close your eyes, tuning into your bones, your muscles, and your organs, and send your breath and your blood all through that whole area of your body, your torso, through your bones, through your muscles, through your organs. Nourish these places and grow a deeper intelligence and awareness of all of these places. And then come to the middle, sit in a comfortable seated position, and just hang out here for just a moment, kind of yoga style. Close your eyes and just tune into your breath. And whenever you feel the need to, take a little bobble, maybe a bobble of your neck or bobble of your shoulders, and see if you can tune into the energy inside your body, and not only like the energy, the non-physical energy, but the energy of your muscles and how it affects the physical body. And anytime you feel like the need to do a little shakeout or a little wobble or bobble or a little kind of ripple, just allow that to happen. Just kind of tune in and feel like, for me, the little bobbles can help me stay present and also help me move energy through or move emotions through. If there's a moment where you're just kind of like, oh me, just let that move through and let it be okay, whatever emotion comes up. We're going to sit here together for a few more moments doing this. Feeling our breath. And whenever you lose focus, just take a deep breath and feel the way that breath feels in your body. Our breath is what what helps our blood and our body oxygenate, right? Our lungs and our heart work together to bring nutrition and oxygen to all of our bones and all of our muscles. Oh my God, all the words are coming out wrong, guys. But with our breath, with our deep breath, we can oxygenate our muscles faster and move energy and move toxins and move lactic acid through our muscles and out of our muscles more efficiently. It also helps to calm our nervous system. So feel free to stay there as long as you want, or maybe take this kind of slow down meditation back onto laying on your back and move into like a shavasana or some sort of like reclining thing, or maybe put on some yummy music that you love and start to kind of like wriggle and writhe on the floor, or maybe it's going to take you into your straddle training for the day, and you can go to my straddle video if you want to do that. But try to stay in this kind of like juicy, like body is liberated. We are liberated. We are free. So those of us who are stuck in our homes and in quarantine and wondering when we're ever going to see another person, or when we're going to get out of our house with our horrible roommates or whatever it is, remember that we're the lucky ones. We are alive and well. We are able to work out. We are feeling our bodies healthy and vibrant, and we are free. We are free to do whatever we want inside our houses. And so try to just take that in and find some sort of place of gratitude with that as you go through the hard times of today, the hard times of this next time, this next part of your life. All right, love you all. I hope you have a great weekend. Feel free to message me and all those things. Don't forget about the straddle challenge. We got a few more days to do it. And I love you, and I hope you are feeling good. And if you're not, I hope you're hugging yourself and holding yourself in the hard feelings too. Okay, bye.